moved my cheese for Kaustubh. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then walk." But no matter what you do, you must keep moving forward. I said, yes, we need to move forward, but with cheese. Masters and my dear guests, very good afternoon. Let me ask you a question first. How many of you think that other people don't change easily? You raise your hands if you think people don't change. Now, second question, and answer is honestly. How many of you think that you don't change? Thank you for that honest response. Let me tell you a story. There was a maze full of corridors, passages, and birds. In one corner of that maze, there lived two mice, Snip and Scurry. They were mice. Their brains were light and easy, but they were quick to act. Snip used to anticipate the change, used to smell the cheese, the direction of the cheese. And Scurry was the one quickly raise ahead and get the cheese. The mice often chose the wrong path in that maze, often bumping into walls, but eventually they figured out the way. On the other corner of that maze, there lived two little pigeons, Hawk and Hen. Little people were also searching for cheese, but cheese with capital C, the one which would make them feel happy and successful. But unlike mice, little people's brains were complicated, filled with emotional biases, and hence they could not react quickly. Every day, all these four characters used to start their journey to search for cheese. And one day, they found cheese at station C. Like for food, they found cheese, good supply of cheese, celebrated here. But one day, the cheese went over. The mice, Skip and Scurry, did not overthink. They just quickly started finding out another cheese in the base. But Hen and Hawk, the little people, they overthought that situation. They couldn't absorb the shock that cheese was over. Hen started crying. He said, "Why God me? Why? Why me? How could this happen to me?" Hawk exclaimed as well. He said, "He's spending at station C. And do you want to do for this place? If we stay here, we'll die. And see, look at us. We are already getting weaker and weaker." And replied to Hawk, "What are you talking about? There is no cheese in that place. It's already dangerous out there. I don't want to move. You go." Hawk finally found the courage to move from station C. After wandering through the maze, Hawk finally stumbled upon Snip and Scurry at station N, and stood for new. The station N had a lot of supply of cheese, but this time the three characters, Hawk, Snip, and Scurry, they knew very well that this supply would run out as well. So they were prepared for it. They quickly moved on from station N as well, finding for new cheese. Meanwhile, at station C, Hen was still lying on the ground and hoping that someone will come to rescue him. Period. This is the end of the story. The story is from the book called as Who Moved My Cheese? The book is written by Dr. Spencer Johnson. The story is about change. How do we deal with change? And that maze, my dear friends, it's not a maze. You are actually looking into a mirror. The four characters, Snip, Scurry, Hen, and Hawk, are actually the parts parts of yourself. Some parts encourage you to move forward and some don't. Today, we are living in the most transformative era of history of mankind. And that's largely driven by the most cutting-edge technology, that is called artificial intelligence. If you are someone working in the tech industry, consider AI as your new cheese and move with it. If you are someone working as an entrepreneur and having your own business, if you think your business is not in the software industry, you should still be prepared for AI disruption. If you are a budding public speaker and if you want to find your voice and excel in public speaking journey, I would recommend 80-second opinion from the AI system before you deliver your speech. Whether you are a developer or entrepreneur or a lifelong learner, don't wait for someone to move the cheese for you. Just last week, I heard the news that Oracle laid off 30,000 employees worldwide. Why it happened? Because the next year is shifting, it's changing. AI agents are already replacing human workforce. The IMF suggested 40 to 60% of the global workforce, white-collar workforce, is going to be disrupted by AI. But my dear friends, if you move swiftly, one day you won't have to ask, who moved my cheese? Be the snake who anticipates the change. Scurry who can act on the change. Be the hawk. If you get stuck, you be stuck. But don't be the hand who gets left behind. AI is the new cheese. Whether we fly, run, walk, or fall, you must move with the cheese. Over to you.